That's the hospital. That's Fuller's keys. Keys for the store, his apartment, mailbox, automobile, and... That's interesting. That's no ordinary key. It's a small hexagonal brass stick. Looks almost like a winding up key for a clockwork toy. Let's see what happens when I turn the key. Okay, so I've wound up the clock. Now I'm pushing the key in. Oops, it clicked. It sounds like it adjusted something inside the clock. What the? What's this then? This box was hidden in the clock. Come on, I just need a little tip for the damn combination. Huh. 4 negatives. Hey, 2482. The rows produce digital figures when arranged in the right order. I'm certain that's the code for the secret door. The negatives were Fuller's emergency memory aid. The cops could have at least brought the sign back in with them. Okay, I'm missing about 90 pounds of additional weight. That shouldn't be a problem. Along with my weight, another few pounds ought to do it. I reckon that'll be exactly enough. It might work now. That's it! At last. Now that the door's open, I'll get this junk out of the way. Somewhere there's gotta be... Ah, here. Oh my God. That bastard. He recorded it. The pig got it all on video. This way he got his kicks from it all a bit longer. And he had evidence. There's no tape in the camera. A camera tripod. An older model than the one up in the shop, but it's got the same mounting system. It's for Fuller's camera. The metal locker looks very old. Perhaps it's from a school or a sports club. Cupboard's locked. But there's no padlock and no combination lock on the door. There's gotta be some other kind of mechanism. Lots of little bottles of knockout drops. That's... oh, God. I picked them up. Oh, Fuller's package, it clinked. I don't want to have anything to do with that. What would have happened if he still had some of that stuff when Angelina was here? Did he call her, perhaps? Did he want to lure her here and she might have defended herself but then it'd be self-defense. Angelina would have told the police that. Come on, stay concentrated. Angelina had nothing to do with it. The bed's got a metal frame and a worn mattress. It's stained and moldy. No sheet, no pillow, just this grubby blanket. I don't want to know what went on here. I'm just afraid that I already do. It wasn't enough for Fuller to just drug his victims. He tied them up too and probably got some perverse pleasure from the fact they were at his mercy. Weird. That curtain looks like Fuller stole it from his mother. Old-fashioned, but in better shape than everything else here. What have we got here? A metal plate has been built into the wall. In the middle of the plate is a hexagonal recess. A metal plate has been built into the wall. In the middle of the plate is a hexagonal recess. I think I'll leave the cuckoo clock alone. There are these shiny golden balls on the bedposts. That must be brass. Wow, that really works. The ball simply plugged into the tube of the bedpost. A brass ball. A hexagonal metal bar fastened on the underside. Looks like it's welded on. Something's happened. It's open, but I can't get excited about it. I don't want to see what's on these photos. There's only Mrs. Biber in these pictures, but there could be other pictures of other women, and therefore lots of people with a motive. That, along with the blackmail letter, should easily convince the police. Fuller was a blackmailer, and worse. There must have been dozens of people who wanted him dead. Dozens of people with a motive, unlike Angelina. I'll get her out of jail with this. Not nice. And every time she goes out, Mrs. Biber has to reckon with maybe seeing the guy who took the photos. Unbelievable how she must have hated him. But then her fear of everything being made public must have been even more so. No, I can't do that. Mrs. Biber would be absolutely mortified. Anyway, her husband could come around the corner at any moment. Psst, Mrs. Biber.
Yes, what can I get you?
I have evidence that you were being blackmailed by Fuller.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have the letter and the photos.
You... No! Give them to me!
I can't do that. There's an innocent girl sitting in jail.
But I don't have anything to do with it. You're going to destroy my life, and it won't change a single thing.
It'll prove that plenty of people had a good reason to take revenge on Fuller. I'm sorry.
I beg you, don't do it.
There's nothing else I can do. I've promised her. I don't want to bother her while she's working.
That's really interesting.
It's repulsive, and a damn good motive, right?
Indeed. But it doesn't mean that the Bibers have anything to do with the murder.
Of course not. Look, I guess your people would find even more in Fuller's secret room. Then you'll have plenty of suspects, all with good motives.
I've already sent some people over there. But all of this doesn't prove that it wasn't Miss Morgan.
But she had no motive.
Yes, she did.
That's him. That's the guy that followed me.
Nice that you came, Mr.
Reginald Boris is my name, Captain. I'm a private detective from England. I'm sure I can contribute a few things that will clear up this case quite considerably.
That's what we like to hear. We have a few questions for you as it happens.
For example, why you lured Angelina into a trap?
Mr. Michaels.
The important question is surely why? Why did Miss Morgan murder the photographer Fuller? Well, quite simple. She was also photographed by him. As you can see, not quite as revealing as the others, but I haven't got all of the photos. I'm sure your people will find other pictures that put it beyond all doubt.
What the? Those are mine! I shot those pictures of Angelina yesterday afternoon!
All right, calm down. What's going on here?
You'd better ask him! He must have stolen these pictures from Angelina's hotel room. These pictures have got nothing to do with it.
It's the same photo paper as the other ones.
And I got them from Fuller. He said he had lots more.
Oh, man. Lies!
Well, we'll see about that. Darren, go and get some fresh air. Calm yourself down. Mr. Boris, come with me, please. There are a few things we need to discuss.
Why, certainly.
And Angelina?
She stays where she is until we've cleared up this mess.
But
We'll get in touch when we need your help. Good day.
This can't be for real.
You know, I believe you. You were right about Fuller, and there's something not quite right with this Detective Boris.
Then go in there, arrest him, and release Miss Morgan already.
It's not that simple. But it'll all become clear. In a few days, everything will be cleared up. Until then, you should just wait. And go visit your mother.
Wait a few days? And give this asshole time to get new evidence? Yeah, right. Next thing you know, he'll frame her for the Kennedy assassination. I'm gonna find out what game he's playing.
Good, but be careful. The end doesn't justify the means. You've already broken into Fuller's house. If you get caught doing something like that, you'll get it for real.
Then you'd better stay away from me. He can only have gotten the pictures from Angelina's hotel room. I should have a look around there, regardless of what the police think. A metal plate has been built into the wall. In the middle of the plate is a hexagonal recess. A metal plate has been built into the wall.
Get lost, you damn critters! Get off my veranda!
The seagulls seem to like the veranda just as much as the hotel owner does. wait for the porter. Well, I can go up the stairs, but without the room key, all I can do is get as far as Angelina's door. Got it. The key for room number 5. Nice work. There were skilled craftsmen across the whole region all those years back. They brought all their experience and designs from Europe and supplied the whole of the States from here. This isn't exactly my taste, and I can't find anything to help me any further. There should be a pipe behind the ventilator grill which leads outside. There won't be any AC in this building. But there's probably a fan in the pipe which draws in the fresh air. I can't see anything else from here. I can't take the hotel room to pieces without a good reason. She only drank non-alcoholic drinks in the diner yesterday. Angelina is about as good with alcohol as I am. I can't see anything else from here. I can't take the hotel room to pieces without a good reason. I can't see anything else from here. I can't take the hotel room to pieces without a good reason. I'm gonna keep this portrait of Angelina. She looks just stunning. The most beautiful girl I've ever met. What's this then? I don't believe it. A microphone. A listening device. The bastards bugged Angelina. There's no cable on it. It must have a little transmitter, but such a tiny transmitter can't have much of a range. That means there has to be an amplifier or a more powerful transmitter around here. A microphone in a small metal housing. I don't know much about these things, but the bug doesn't look like the work of some hobbyist. But I can't see any letters or numbers. No symbols, nothing. Nothing that might help a little. A ventilation shaft could be a good hiding place for a radio set. I bet the hole leads right up to the roof. I knew it. A radio set. The bug only needs to transmit a few yards, and then this powerful set amplifies the signal and sends it on to wherever. Apart from that, there's nothing else.
Where have you come from? What do you think you're doing?
You
can't just march through the rooms. This is a discreet, familial hotel. Where is the key for room 5? Miss Morgan's room. You've got it. Give it here, immediately. Don't let the police hear about this, for heaven's sake. And now get out! I never want to see you here again!
If you just...
Don't!
Man, was he upset or what? Doesn't matter. I've got everything I wanted and I don't need to go back into the hotel again. Looks like a normal radio, but I don't really know. I could ask Eddie. He sure knows about these things. There was something else.
Well, spit it out. What do you want?
You're an expert on radio equipment, right? Can you tell me what this is?
Who the hell?
Darren. Can you help me or not? It's important.
Well, that's a plain old transmitter. Cheap Asian trash.
I found that thing in a ventilation shaft in a young woman's hotel room. What kind of range does this thing have?
Not far. If it's used in a room, a couple of miles at best.
And it's not possible to find out where the receiver is, right? That doesn't help at all. Damn.
I know all the hams in the area. and none of them would hide that kind of thing in a lady's room.
But
But I intercepted some strange Morse code last night. Long wave, just after 1800 hours. Someone knew. He said something about a girl who is now safe. He also said he'd be back in touch today at 1800 hours.
that could have been Reginald Boris.
A foreigner?
Yes, and apart from that, perhaps Old Fuller's murderer, and someone who wants to frame an innocent party.
And you want to stop that? Well, maybe there's a spark of decency in you yet.
Can we track down Reginald if he transmits again at 1800 hours?
Well, you bet. With directional antennas. I got one here. We'll have to build another one. We'll get his bearings from 2 different points, and then bang! We got him.
What do you need for it?
Oh, well, let me think. I've got a radio here. We can use that. I need a metal tube, a copper wire, at least a meter, and you'll need headphones and a compass to get the bearings right. You bring me that stuff, and I'll build you the direction finder. And hurry! There ain't much time till 1800.
1800 hours. That's 6 p.m., right?
Oh, my God. And? You got everything?
No, not yet.
Well, get going. Metal tube, bare copper wire, headphones and compass. Not much time till 1800.
I'll just borrow it. Alright then, I need the compass. I'll have to sacrifice the telescope. Junk weighing 90 pounds, more or less. Those are Fuller's dirty shoes for outside. In here, he wears other dirty shoes. If there was a garden outside and not just a garbage dump, I'd have guessed that Fuller wore them to work in the garden. There's clay and earth on the soles. Nothing interesting to see.